my womanly roar! Yeah! I'm here.
If you think about it, there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
Are you joking with me? Is this a joke? Are you funnin'? For real, sweet girl. Knowledge is power. So I'm going to give you just a few names. You don't know who they are? Look them up. Educate yourself. All right? So number 1, the Emancipation Proclamation, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. He is squirrely. I don't personally love him, but he did pave the way, honey, and I do appreciate that. He's the quote that you hear all the time that says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." Now, that didn't say women. I get it. You know, don't go off. It was back then. We're working on it. We're coming up, and women are starting to fight. But it's only because of the foundations that the men have left for us, okay? Ben Franklin, Nikola Tesla, Einstein, Charles Darwin, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, so many. Hugo Juncker, the idea for the first passenger airplane so that you can travel and see places you've never seen before, and all the metals that go on it. Henry Ford, mass production of a vehicle. We got music, we got the Rat Pack, come on. Before that we got Martin Luther King, pardon me. Great man, Martin Luther King the Great. We've got Beethoven, we've got Elvis, like I said, the Rat Pack, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, all of them. There's too many to even list. Art, right? Bob Ross, come on, he's got to be in there. We've got Van Gogh, we've got all of them. There's so many men that have paved the way for women and our soldiers and the wars that we've fought in our past before women became soldiers. And I don't believe that women were soldiers until, don't quote me, but I believe it was 1948 is when women could wear the uniform of a soldier. Before that, in the war, women were only allowed to be caretakers, nurses, things like that. And the men, like, I appreciate it. Oh, and I raise my glass to the men that fought and died. The men that fought and died to get us where we are. Bill Gates, think about it. Where we could sit here and complain about him. Honey, men paved our way for us to rise like the phoenix and become who we are. So appreciate your men, because I sure do. And you'll be grateful there's a man there to protect you if somebody ever tries to hurt you because you're not big enough to do it on your own.
If you think about it, there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
If you think about it, this is the exact reason why men don't want to date anymore. Like, this is also the same reason why a lot of men think women are after their wallets, because most of them are. Like, these women that want to sit here and say there's nothing to appreciate a man for are the same women that want to raise hell when they can't manipulate a man. Like, let me get this straight. You want a man to fit your agenda, but the only way he's going to fit your agenda is if you mold him into this fantasy of what he should look like for you. But the reason why you're trying to mold him into that fantasy of your agenda is because you never respected him in the first place for who he was. This is the finest form of toxic feminism I have ever seen. I mean, I don't know a good man that would ever associate himself with something like this.
Oh, that's cold.
Because the whole reason why you can't appreciate a man is because you never respected him in the first place. You think you're superior than him. When all you have to do is literally give them respect, and you can see just how incredible of a person they are.
If you think about it, there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
You should really Google who invented the epidural. You know, it's that thing that made it possible for your mom to be comfortable while she was delivering somebody with such ignorant thoughts. I said what I said.
Oh, that's cold.
If you think about it, there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
And where do you think you came from? An egg? Nah, bro, you came from a man's butt.
Oh, that's cold.
This shit, I'm out.
Hear my womanly roar! Yeah!